Hi, welcome to High School Challenge 2013. We're so glad to have you here with us today. We have two fine teams here from Cherry Valley Springfield and Ithaca. Let's meet the team from Ithaca first, and their captain, Nika Maizaradze.
Hi, my name is Nika Maizaradze, but my friends call me Easy E.
Hi, I'm Ari Zaks, better known as Ice Cube.
Hi, I'm Bilal Seglatesh, better known as DJ Yella.
Hi, I'm Dennis Jung. My friends call me Dr. Dre.
I'm sure they do. And the team from Ithaca is coached by Ben Kirk. Now let's meet the team from Cherry Valley Springfield and their captain, Alex Freehafer.
Hi, I'm Alex Freehafer. I'm a senior at Cherry Valley, and I'll be going to Colgate University next year to study biochemistry.
Hi, my name's Rory Davis. I'm a senior at Cherry Valley Springfield Central School, and I plan to attend Paul Smith College for environmental conservation.
Hello, I'm Santina Nicoletta. I'm a senior and I'm attending Oneonta State University.
Hi, I'm Travis Gregg. I'm planning to attend Paul Smith for environmental science.
All right, great. Team from Cherry Valley Springfield is coached by Jordan Jakeway. All right, we are ready now, teams, to begin the game, and we're going to start, as usual, with nothing but toss-ups. Our first one is a five-pointer. He spent much of his life outside England, with his brother ruling in his absence and reluctantly paying the ransom when he was captured. Who was this crusader, brother to King John?
Ithaca, Ari.
Richard the Lionheart?
Richard the Lionheart, or Richard I, yes. For 10 points, about 1/6 of it consists of proline and 1/3 consists of glycine, which helps it form a stable triple helix. It can be processed to form gelatin. What is this most abundant protein in mammals, a major component of tendons, cartilage, bones, and skin? It is collagen. For 5 points, you would find the diacritical mark called a tilde to be part of what letter in Spanish?
Ithaca, Ari.
N?
An N, yes, makes it an enye. For 10 points, these particles were first used to detect the existence of nuclei in the gold foil.
Ithaca, Ari.
Alpha particle.
Alpha particles is correct for 10. Here's another 10-pointer. January 20th, 1986 was the first national celebration of his birthday. Now that Washington and Lincoln's birthdays have been lumped together as President's Day, what Nobel Prize winner is the only U.S. citizen with a national holiday honoring him alone?
Ithaca, Ari.
Martin Luther King Jr.?
That's correct for 10. I have a 5-pointer now. Beer is the second most popular beverage worldwide. What non-alcoholic drink is the most popular?
Ithaca, Ari.
Water.
Not water. Can you take it, Cherry Valley Springfield?
CVS, Alex.
Milk?
Not milk, but in fact, tea. Think of all those Chinese and Indians drinking tea. I have a visual toss-up now, Brain Buster. I want you to watch your monitor and tell me which word can directly precede these three.
Cherry Valley, Alex.
Bank?
Bank is correct. Bank shot, bank robbery, bank teller. For 5 points, this quantity is typically measured by titration with an indicator such as phenolphthalein. Computed as the log...
Ithaca, Nika.
pH?
pH is what we're looking for, Nika. That's correct. For 10 points, it's still the only U.S. state park without a single... the only U.S. state without a single national park, national memorial, national monument, or national historical park. But it does hold the positive distinction of having been the first state to ratify the Constitution.
Ithaca, Ari.
Delaware?
Delaware is correct, Ari, for 10. Here's a 5-point math toss-up. I want you to give me the simplest answer you can give. Simplify it completely. What is the y-intercept of the equation y equals the quantity 5x plus 13 divided by the quantity x minus 2? We'll give you 5 seconds to figure that out.
Ithaca, Ari.
Crap. 13 over 2.
I'm sorry, no. Can you take it? Cherry Valley Springfield. It is negative 6.5. You were going in the right direction, but it was not simplified. That brings us to the end of the first round. Tina, what's our score, please?
Ithaca 45, Cherry Valley 5.
All right, that means Cherry Valley, you will have first bid in the answer auction. I'll read the answer auction question now for both teams. 14 men have served the U.S. as vice president and then later as president. How many of them can you name? While they're deciding on their opening bids and how far they're willing to go, I will tell you that the high bidding team must then give that number of correct answers without giving an incorrect answer. If they do that, they get 40 points. If they can't do it, the other team needs to give only one correct answer, not already given, to earn 20 points. If they're unable to do that, the original high bidding team gets the 20 points. So we'll ask you, Cherry Valley Springfield, what's your opening bid in this answer auction question?
3.
They bid 3. Will you go 4, Ithaca?
Yes.
4, yes.
They'll go 4. Will you go 5?
No.
They're going to let you have it for 4. Nico, give me 4 men who served the U.S. as president after serving as vice president.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Theodore Roosevelt was 1, yes.
John Adams.
John Adams was 1. That's 2.
Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson was 3.
Yes.
McKinley.
Sorry, no. Can you take it? Cherry Valley Springfield, give me 1 that they haven't given that is correct. Captain?
LBJ.
Lyndon Baines Johnson is correct for 20 points. The others were John Tyler, Millard Fillmore, Andrew Johnson, Chester A. Arthur, Calvin Coolidge, Harry Truman, Richard Nixon, Lyndon Johnson, Gerald Ford, and George H.W. Bush. That brings us to the end of round 2. Tina, what's our score after that round?
Ithaca 45, Cherry Valley 25.
All right, only 20 points separating the two teams as we move into toss-ups and bonuses. Our next round on TC3's High School Challenge 2013. Tina, is that score official?
Yes, it is, Brooks. Ithaca 45, Cherry Valley 25.
Okay, teams, here we go into the third round. You answer a toss-up correctly in this round, you get a shot at a 20-point bonus for your team. Our first bonus is in the category evolution. Here's the toss-up for 10. 2 net ATP molecules and 2 NADH molecules are produced by its conversion to 2 molecules of pyruvate, and its conversion to fatty acids is facilitated by insulin. What is this 6-carbon
Cherry Valley, Alex.
Glucose.
Glucose is exactly what we're looking for, Alex. And here is your bonus in the category of evolution. I want you to identify the following from the descriptions I give you. First, he authored On the Origin of Species after research in the Galapagos Islands.
Charles Darwin.
Charles Darwin is correct. This precursor of Darwin theorized that organisms change to adapt to their surroundings.
Lamarck.
It was Lamarck. Well done. A key in the early development of the theory of evolution was this concept proposed by Lyell in Principles of Geology, which states that geologic processes acting in a constant way have developed Earth.
Gradualism.
It's uniformitarianism. Stephen Jay Gould and Niles Eldredge proposed this extension of the theory of evolution, stating that evolution occurs mostly in rapid periods of change, separated by long periods of stability.
Punctuated equilibrium.
That's correct.
15 bonus points.
Well done. French literature, the category of the next bonus. Here's the toss-up for 10 points. In November 2011, President Obama declared he would veto any attempt to stop it. In February of this year, he claimed it would result in massive layoffs in the government, leading perhaps to another recession. In both cases, he was referring to the forced
Ithaca, the Laz.
sequester or sequestration, yes. That's what we're looking for. French literature, the category of your bonus, Ithaca. I know you love that French lit. What's your name, the French authors of these classic works? Candide.
Rousseau.
Not Rousseau, but Voltaire. Les Mis, Les Miserables.
Hugo.
Victor Hugo is correct. The Count of Monte Cristo.
Dumas.
More specific.
Alexander Dumas.
More specific.
Francois Dumas.
No. There were two of them, Alexandre Dumas the father and Alexandre Dumas the son. This was the father. The Stranger.
Camus.
Camus is correct.
10 bonus points.
Okay. Board games, the category of the next bonus. Here's the toss-up for 10. Suzanne Carbone, Edward Albee, Eugène Ionesco, Harold Pinter, Tom Stoppard, and Samuel Beckett are all playwrights associated with what 20th century dramatic form? Is Theater of the Absurd. For 10 points, still playing for that board games bonus. Hong Kong reverted from British control to Chinese in 1999. The same year, Macau was turned over to China by which European nation?
Ithaca, Dennis.
France.
Not France. Can you take it? Cherry Valley, Springfield.
Cherry Valley, Rory.
The Dutch.
No, it was Portugal. Still playing for that bonus in board games. This 10-pointer, it's known as the Smurf turf, with the main field being bright blue and the end zones orange. It's the home field of what university in Idaho?
Cherry Valley, Rory.
Boise State.
Boise State is correct for 10 points and a chance at this board games bonus. It was originally called the yacht game because it was invented by a Canadian couple on their yacht. What is this classic game that combines dice and poker?
No answer.
The answer is Yahtzee. Created in France in 1957, it was known as La Conquête du Monde. There are 19 different versions of what game of world domination, including Star Wars and Lord of the Rings editions?
Risk.
Risk is correct. Originally known as Broadside, the game of naval strategies, it has board game and electronic versions under what name?
Battleship.
That's correct. And finally, invented in 1934, what game of finance has spaces based on the layout of Atlantic City, New Jersey?
Monopoly.
Monopoly is correct.
15 bonus points.
Civil War generals, the category of the next bonus. Here's the toss-up for 10. On May 4th, 1493, as part of the Treaty of Tordesillas, he drew a line of demarcation 100 leagues west of the Azores, giving Spain the right to colonize most of the Western Hemisphere. Who was he?
Ithaca, Ari.
King Philip.
I'm sorry, no. Can you take it? CVS. The answer is he was the Pope, Pope Alexander VI, to be precise. Here's a math toss-up leading to that Civil War generals bonus. You buy a computer desk and pay $58.80 after a 30% discount and 5% sales tax have been applied in that order. What was the desk's original price? We'll give you 10 seconds. You're paying $58.80 after a 30% discount and 5% sales tax have been applied in that order. We want the original price. At the buzzer.
Ithaca, Ari.
1450.
I'm sorry, no. Can you take it? Cherry Valley, Springfield. We really don't like word problems, do we? The answer is $80. All right, here's our last toss-up to get to that Civil War generals bonus. It's a 10-pointer. Spell bargain.
Ithaca, Ari.
B-A-R-G-A-I-N.
That is correct. Here's your Civil War generals bonus, Ithaca. I want you to identify these general officers by the descriptions I give you. First, he had a lifelong belief that one of his arms was longer than the other and often raised the so-called longer arm above his head to balance himself. He ate lemons as a cure for dyspepsia. One of the South's most revered commanders, he was shot by Confederate troops while on patrol near Chancellorsville and died of pneumonia a week later.
Stonewall Jackson.
That's correct. His property was commandeered for what would become Arlington National Cemetery. He led the Army of Northern Virginia in its most famous battles.
Defer to Ari.
Robert E. Lee.
Robert E. Lee is correct, yes. When Ulysses S. Grant was made General-in-Chief, this man was commanding the Army of the Potomac. The U.S. Army fort in Maryland that is home to the National Security Agency is named for him.
I think it's
Defer to Ari.
McClellan.
I'm sorry, no, it's Meade, George Meade. And finally, he was a horrible student at West Point, but as a cavalryman became one of the youngest Union generals. His Civil War service isn't what he's famous for, however. He's best known for being massacred along with all his troops in June 1876.
Pass. We'll pass.
The answer is George Armstrong Custer.
10 bonus points.
And that brings us to the end of the third round. Tina, what's our score, please?
All right. Ithaca 85, Cherry Valley 75.
Only 10 points separating the teams. That means Cherry Valley, you're in a pretty good position because you get first choice of the categories in the next round. The 4 categories we'll be using are A in biology, B in history, C in literature, and F in geography. We'll be back to see which categories they choose and how well they do with those questions in a moment on TC3's High School Challenge 2013. Tina, what's our official score after 3 rounds?
Ithaca 85, Cherry Valley 75.
Okay, only 10 points separating the teams. Cherry Valley, you have first choice of categories, those shown on the screen. What are you picking, Alex?
A in biology.
A in biology it is. Ready with the timer? Start the timer, please. What's the study of blood vessels called?
Pass.
What Greek is known as the father of biology?
Aristotle?
Yes. What plants join with fungi to form a lichen?
Archaea.
No. Name the specific knob-like structure which produces male sex cells in plants.
Pass.
What's the largest snake native to the Western Hemisphere?
Anaconda.
Yes. What variety of mosquito transmits malaria?
African.
No. What Swiss-American biology originated the concept of ice ages?
Pass.
What scientific term describes organisms which make their own food?
Autotroph.
Yes. MS and AIDS are examples of which specific type of disease?
Autoimmune.
Yes. What term refers to the non-sex chromosomes of an organism?
Autosomal.
Yes. Got all of them. Finished with a rush. So you picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 50 points, chance to steal 50. Ithaca, if you can answer these immediately. What's the study of blood vessels called?
Gastrology.
It's called angiology. What plants form with fungi to form a lichen?
Algae.
Algae is correct. Name the specific knob-like structure which produces male sex cells in plants.
Pass.
That is the anther. What variety of mosquito transmits malaria?
Pass.
That's Anopheles. And finally, what Swiss-American biologist originated the concept of ice ages?
Pass.
It's Jean-Louis Agassiz. All right, they chose A in biology. You got a little boost from answering one of their questions. What are you taking, Ithaca, for your own category?
We'll choose F in geography.
F in geography, okay. Ready with the timer? Start the timer, please. Suva is the capital of which South Pacific island republic?
Fiji.
Yes. Which country owns Tahiti?
Finland.
No. The Gulf of Bothnia forms the western border of which country?
Finland.
Yes. Which Florida city houses the Swimming Hall of Fame?
Pass.
Under what blanket term were Chad, Gabon, the Congo, and the Central African Republic known before independence?
Pass.
What city of 350,000 is the center of California's raisin industry?
Pass.
Which city shares an airport with Dallas, Texas?
Pass.
What was Mali called in 1950?
Pass.
Germany's Main and Oder rivers flow past 2 different major cities with which name?
Frankfurt.
Yes. What's the 3rd largest city in the Bahamas? Run out of time. So you picked up 1, 2, 3. 30 points. Chance to steal 70. Cherry Valley, Springfield, get right back in this. Which country owns Tahiti?
France.
France is correct. Which Florida city houses the Swimming Hall of Fame?
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale is correct with an F. Under what blanket term were Chad, Gabon, the Congo, and the Central African Republic known before independence?
No answer.
They were called French Equatorial Africa. Which city of 350,000 is the center of California's raisin industry?
Defer to Travis.
Fresno is correct. Which city shares an airport with Dallas, Texas?
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth is correct. What was Mali called in 1950?
No answer.
It's called French Sudan. And what is the third largest city in the Bahamas?
No answer.
It is Freeport. That brings us to the end of round 4. Tina, what is our score after 4 rounds of play?
All right, what I have is Cherry Valley 165, Ithaca 125? Is that right?
Is that what you have out there, folks? 165, 125 in favor of Cherry Valley. We're moving on to our last round now. Coming up, nothing but toss-ups till the end of the match. And we'll be coming back for that in a moment on TC3's High School Challenge 2013. Tina, is that score official?
Yes, Cherry Valley 165, Ithaca 125.
All right, 40 points separating the two teams, and that's not much in this final round because there are lots of 10 and 15-point toss-ups coming up. Hands on buzzers, here we go. Our first toss-up is a 15-pointer. While Yellowstone is popularly known as the U.S.'s first national park, it was actually the second. Congress proclaimed the Hot Springs Reservation in which state a national park way back in 1832?
Ithaca, Nika.
Nevada.
Sorry, not Nevada. Can you take it, Cherry Valley, Springfield? You got 49 other choices.
Washington?
Got to buzz in.
Cherry Valley, Santina.
Washington?
Sorry, no, it is Arkansas. For 15 points, British poet John Dryden first used the phrase the noble savage in a 1672 play, but the phrase is generally associated with which French philosopher and essayist, author of 1672's On the Social Contract?
Ithaca, Nika.
Kant.
I'm sorry, no. Can you take it, CVS?
Cherry Valley, Alex.
Jean-Jacques Rousseau.
Jean-Jacques Rousseau is correct for 15 points. For 10 points, approximately 800 of these are reported in the U.S. each year, causing 80 fatalities and 1,500 injuries, plus millions of dollars in property damage. What are these natural disasters whose severity is measured on the Fujita scale?
Cherry Valley, Alex.
Tornado.
Tornadoes is correct. I have a 10-point audio toss-up now. I want you to listen to this and name the vocal technique being employed.
Ithaca, Nika.
Yodel.
Yodeling is correct for 10 points. We're trying to put you in touch with your inner hillbilly. Our next question is a 10-pointer. One section of it prohibits excessive bail. The 5th section makes it illegal to try someone for the same offense twice.
Ithaca, Ari.
6th Amendment.
I'll finish it. Its first section guarantees the right to assemble and the right to petition the government, as well as freedom of speech, the press, and religion. Name this document. The first.
Cherry Valley, Alex.
Bill of Rights.
Bill of Rights is what we're looking for, Alex. That's correct. For 15 points, this math toss-up. The number of divisors in this type of number must be even because these numbers.
Ithaca, Ari.
Perfect square.
I'll finish it because these numbers cannot be perfect squares. The first 4 known to early Greek mathematicians are 6, 28, 496, and 8,128. What are these numbers that are the sum of their proper divisors? Call time. The answer is perfect numbers, not perfect squares. For 10 points, be careful when you answer this one, be specific. Al-Azizia, Libya, and Vostok, Antarctica hold what world records, respectively?
Ithaca, Balaz.
Libya, highest temperature. Antarctica, lowest temperature.
Yes. For 15 points, first used by Fox Television in 1996 and called Fox Tracks, these high-tech gizmos sported a hidden microchip that helped viewers follow what pro sport more easily?
Cherry Valley, Alex.
Remote control.
Sorry, no. Can you take it, Ithaca?
Ithaca, Ari.
Football.
No, it was ice hockey. It was embedded in the puck, and it gave off little lights so that you could see the puck more easily. For 15 points, his second novel, Midnight's Children, won the Booker Prize in 1981, but he became the center of controversy when his fourth novel provoked a fatwa from the Supreme Leader of Iran in 1989. Who is this British Indian author of The Satanic Verses?
Ithaca, Nika.
Salman Rushdie.
Salman Rushdie is correct for 15. Here's another 15-pointer. This process ends when the nascent peptide is complete and the two subunits dissociate. What is this second step of protein synthesis in which a ribosome reads messenger RNA?
Cherry Valley, Alex.
Translation.
That's what we're looking for, Alex. That's correct for 15. Here's a 10-pointer. Listen to this sentence. Rachel, who was the best student in the class, got a D on the quiz because she forgot to study for it. What word beginning with A describes the figure of speech in this sentence set off by commas? Rachel, who was the best...
Cherry Valley, Alex.
Apostrophe.
I'm sorry, no, it's not an apostrophe. Can you take it, Ithaca? It is an appositive. It's a phrase set off by commas that is not essential to the sense of the sentence. For 15 points, he reigned from 1926 until his death in 1989, a span that included Japan's involvement in World War II. He's known today in Japan by his posthumous name, Emperor Showa, but millions worldwide knew him by what name? The answer is Hirohito. For 10 points, while there appears to be no genealogical relationship between the Japanese language and this, Japanese borrows characters and vocabulary from which other language?
Ithaca, Dennis.
Chinese.
Chinese is correct for 10. Here's another 10-pointer. This rock type includes andesite and periodite, as well as the material making up much of the oceanic crust. Rhyolite, gabbro, basalt, and granite are examples of what?
Cherry Valley, Alex.
Igneous.
Igneous rock is what we're looking for, yes, for 15 points. Used in the Hall process to obtain aluminum, it's governed by two laws named for Faraday, which quantify mass produced from it as a function of the transferred charge. Name this process which drives a non-spontaneous chemical reaction using an electrical current, often used to separate water into gaseous hydrogen and oxygen.
Ithaca, Ari.
Electrophoresis.
I'm sorry, no. Can you take it? Cherry Valley, Springfield.
My buzzer's not working.
Sorry. Cherry Valley, Alex.
Electrolysis.
Electrolysis is correct. And that brings us to the end of the match. Tina, what's our final score, please?
Okay, Cherry Valley 240, Ithaca 170.
All right, well played, both teams. We'll be back to say goodbye to our friends and validate that score on TC3's High School Challenge 2013. Tina, is that score official?
Guess so. Cherry Valley 240, Ithaca 170.
All right, very well played, both teams. And we'd like to thank you for coming up and competing. You each have one more game left. You're both 1-1, so either one of you or both of you have chances to get into the televised rounds. And we thank you for watching. We hope you'll be back again with us on another episode of High School Challenge 2013. Thanks. Bye-bye.